Gadget Martian.
Virtual reality.
Welcome to another edition of Gadget Martian VR, where today we're visiting a Blockbuster video. Can you believe this? Blockbuster video here in the virtual world. Back in the day, you'd see these on a lot of different various street corners. Blockbuster video, the iconic icon here. The blue buildings with the yellow stripes on there, blue and yellow. And they'd be kind of set up very similar to this environment here, where you would be typically would just be a storefront that you can drive right up to, park in front, and then go in. As far as the outside, like I said, you would see that right there, a big giant advertisement letting you know where you're at. And then from the window, you can see these cardboard movie layouts, characters, and then posters and everything. So let's kind of go inside and check it out. From here, you can see real easy access to the video return. So if you don't want to interact with anybody, you can literally just put your return videos in there, and then at some time, at some moment in that day, somebody would actually check those in. That way you didn't have to wait in line, especially if there was a big line, just to return your videos. And oh wow, I guess this is an interactive cardboard cutout here.
Oh, okay, bye. Bye-bye.
That's funny. This is very similar to what it looked like. Almost exact. You would have movie posters up here, more signage here, and then these screens right here, of course, back in the 80s, these things were kind of a little more boxy and thick. And then, of course, as the technology got thinner and stuff, you would have something like a flat screen TV like this. But you would have all of these different advertisements just kind of hanging, not too cluttery, just enough to kind of get your attention. And then you would have movie trailers or movie commercials or Blockbuster commercials playing up there, just to kind of give you some ideas. The first place you go to is the new release section. So in the beginning, you would walk up kind of in earlier days, and then you would see like maybe, let me get away from this guy because he's kind of distracting, Mr. Bean, when he's talking. So you would see maybe 5, 6, 7, 10 different copies of one particular movie. So the trick is to getting into the Blockbuster video, waiting in line outside Tuesday morning to get the first dibs at the new releases that come out, because there's a good chance that if you didn't get them, people would hang on to them for a while, and then they'd be out for, say, a month or so. So it was very important. And then, of course, some employees would keep a couple of copies for the workers, and they would be kind of like hidden back here. So sometimes, if you know the person very well and there was none on the shelf, you could maybe perhaps get them to give up one of their copies. You see right here how they have always all kinds of snacks that you can get, very similar to what you would find maybe in a movie theater, and their idea is to kind of replicate that movie theater experience, and then also at the same time making money off refreshments. If you can not find what you're looking for in the new releases, or you want to see kind of an older movie, they had them all in Zandra. So here's action, cartoons, and if you can see here, these movies are fairly modern. Back in the 80s, if you would have went into a theater, of course, most of these movies wouldn't be here. They'd be all movies made in their time. Of course, you'd find like Saturday Night Fever and some of these movies, but for the most part, maybe Rocky, but for the most part, all of these movies were not here. The VHS ones, of course, but as time went on and technology went on and they started moving to DVD, you'd probably find, I can recall a lot of DVDs in the store once they started moving away from VHS. So as you're walking through here, of course, nowadays everything is streamed from home, so you're not going to find any video stores. Netflix kind of started off the trend and the demise of the video stores, and nowadays probably in small towns across America or even like in other countries, you can probably find video stores that they're kind of like retro video stores, small mom and pop video stores that they're just catering to the local town. I think one of the last remaining Blockbuster video stores is actually, I guess I just jumped over a whole row right here, in Oregon. You can actually go to Oregon. I believe there's one more original video store owned. I think towards the end, a small mom and pop establishment purchased the Blockbuster franchise or ownership, and that's why they still have it available today. And it's pretty popular. It's kind of a tourist attraction. And I believe at one time you can actually stay there overnight, like Airbnb overnight, where they would actually have set up like a little living room for you to actually grab off the shelf, grab and go, and watch it and stay there overnight. So you may want to look it up if you're interested. They would have popcorn. They would have magazines, movie magazines for you to purchase. Any way of making just a little more money off of the whole experience. Oh wow! I don't know if you can hear that, but there's some kind of audio playing. So this video store is actually set up pretty detailed. Some of these virtual worlds you go into, they allow interaction for you to actually pick these up, but then you see that it's very basic. So this is really, really done well. It's quite the experience walking around here and just kind of reminiscing.
Where are you going? I'm going upstairs. Because I'm going to put my nutsack on your drum set.
That's funny. They actually have little blurts, audio blurts from the movies. Let's take a look at Darth Vader. That's funny. It sounds like Darth Vader, but he's kind of tripping right now. I don't remember back that the actual cardboard cutouts said anything, so that's kind of something that they added as just the personality for whoever created this. Let's see if this one says anything. See if there's any ogre talking. Ah, yeah, you can hear him too. How about these movie posters? I guess not. Oh, maybe that one's for Bad Boys, I'm not sure. It'd be great if you can actually pick these up, but you can't really touch them. But what's really nice is, man, the detail on this. This is the first virtual world that I've gone in. This is Chat VR. And they have quite the detail. It would be really nice if they can actually have these videos going, showing actual trailers. But I'd certainly recommend anybody that's never really experienced some of the newer generation, they haven't really experienced it, or in the past, if you want to reminisce, this is a great way to do it, just literally to walk in. I'm sure nowadays they're going to start having museums and stuff you can go in other countries, so if you can't get to that country, you can actually just walk around in a virtual world. Oh, that's cool, the iconic breathing of Darth Vader. But overall, man, very impressed with the detail. And like I said, the only thing it'd be nice is the videos playing up there for you to watch, and then maybe the ability to kind of grab. But look at the video quality and the detail. And the C, I don't know if I could see a date on these magazines. I'm sure, okay, this is from 90s movies. So Blockbusters were for sure open until the early 2000s. I think maybe 2006 or 2010 when they started being replaced by streaming from home. That's funny. The audio, the little audio burps that they have throughout here. But very impressed overall with the detail and the quality of this video store. So after checking out a movie, you'd go over here, and of course they didn't have any type of portal like this, but you'd kind of go through here, the metal detectors, and each one of the videos would have a tag in there to trigger when you walk out if you try to steal any of the movies that are on the shelves. Then you get into your car. Oh, I even hear the car engine. Quite the detail. So whoever did this did a really, really good job. it actually shows hope for any of the other worlds. I don't know how far you can go. Oh, look at how cool. They actually have a cutout that they threw away. Maybe a cardboard cutout and stuff. So man, they thought of everything. So that's about as far as I can go, which is fine. Then there's a advertisement here. Huh. I may have to call that number. Oh, actually, it's a international number. I don't need to call an international number. Let's see how far you can go here. Oh, the road is blocked. And then it stops here. In any case, if you take a look, this is great detail, great experience, and it sure brings hope for future portals and future simulations of the stores, the iconic stores that were a part of the 80s and 90s and the early 2000s. Hope you enjoy. Thank you for tuning in to another edition of Gadget Martian VR, where we go to places of the past and places of the future. Thank you for tuning in. Peace.